Today we will be focusing on the LEED interior design and construction certification for retail businesses, specifically within Mazzata Cafe and Bistro, a gold-level LEED certified building in 2019 located in Budapest, Hungary. LEED is an organization that guides design teams on how to build using green, environmentally friendly methods. Retailers are given guidelines for interior spaces used for customer service and the storage areas that support customer service. There are 8 categories of prerequisites and credits that must be considered when designing a LEED certified ID+C retail building, each of which will be detailed within the Mazzata Cafe and Bistro. Materials and resources is one of the 8 categories that must be considered when designing a retail space. This includes recycling, waste management, and the product disclosure of materials, to name a few. Mazzata Cafe succeeded within the long-term commitment as well as the construction and demolition waste management of the LEED qualifications. This means the occupant or tenant has committed to remain in the same location for at least 10 years. They also practiced environmentally friendly methods in the construction process. Some of these methods involve diverting the construction and demolition material into 2 or more streams of disposal, as well as reducing the total amount of waste produced. The waste reduction credit restricts the buildings to generating no more than 2.5 pounds of waste per square foot of the building's floor area.
Thermal conditions play a large role in creating a comfortable environment. Mazzata meets the requirements for thermal comfort design and thermal comfort control. This means that they have thermal controls for their multi-occupant spaces as well as individual occupant spaces in their office and administrative areas. Interior lighting can promote comfort as well as productivity in a space, making it very important. Mazzata gained their 2 points for interior lighting because they have individual lighting controls in 90% of their spaces, as well as ambient lighting switches in their cafe area where customers are present. Quality views are necessary to tie the customers into the exterior environment. At Mazzata, there are multiple lines of sight through glass windows that are unobstructed by patterned glazing or tints. The views are of their outdoor seating, people walking by, and other shops with window views across the way. The indoor air quality assessment is intended to ensure a building has proper air quality for occupants after construction. Once construction has ceased, the building can be flushed out with natural air, new filtration media can be installed, or current ASTM standard methods of testing may be done.
Mazzata Cafe and Bistro scores an 18 out of 18 for location and transportation LEED credits. They have access to quality transportation like buses, trolleys, trams, and underground metro stations. Many of these run from 4:30 in the morning to 11 at night, with them arriving every 2 minutes during peak hours. Bicycle and washing facilities are important as well, providing secure bicycle parking for short-term and long-term parking. The number of parking spaces and shower facilities provided is based on the occupancy load of the building. Mazzata has a bike rack located right outside its front doors for use for their customers as well as other shoppers nearby. The surrounding density and diverse use is worth 1 to 5 points, and it is when the establishment is located in an area near diverse uses such as restaurants, grocery shopping, gyms, beauty stores, and etc. are located. The more diverse the location, the more points that can be received. The reduced parking credit states the project must not exceed the number of allowed parking spaces and must reduce the number of spots by 20 to 40%, depending on the density and transit that are available in the area. They must provide spots specific to carpool use unless there isn't off-street parking nearby.
The required credits for energy and atmosphere, fundamental commissioning and verification, minimum energy performance, and fundamental refrigerant management. The intent behind fundamental commissioning and verification is to meet the owner's project requirements. The intent behind minimum energy performance is to reduce excessive energy use, and the intent behind fundamental refrigerant management is to reduce ozone depletion. The following credit is enhanced commissioning. The intent behind this is to meet the owner's project requirements. There is a max of 5 points. Mazzata scored at 4 out of 5. Next is the optimized energy performance credit. The intent is to increase energy performance. There is a max of 25 points. Mazzata received a 19 out of 25. Next is the advanced energy metering credit. The intent behind this is to seek out energy savings. The max points to receive is 2. Mazzata Cafe received a 1 out of 2. Following that is the renewable energy production credit. The intent is to reduce harmful fossil fuel energy. The max amount of points earned is 3. Mozada received a 0 out of 3. The next credit is Enhanced Refrigerant Management. The intent is to minimize our contribution to climate change. The max amount of points is 1. Mozada scored a 0 out of 1. Option 1 for requirements is to not use refrigerants, while Option 2 uses refrigerants. The last energy and atmosphere credit is green power and carbon offsets. The max amount of points is 2. Mozada received a 0 out of 2.
So about water efficiency, for retail's water-consuming appliances, equipment, and process must meet the requirements, like dishwasher, food steamer, combination oven, as applicable to the project scope, reduce aggregate water consumption by 20% from the baseline. And about innovation, to encourage projects to achieve exceptional or innovative performance. To achieve all 5 innovation points, a project team must achieve at least 1 pilot credit, at least 1 innovation credit, and no more than 2 exemplary performance credits. To encourage the team integration required by our LEED project and to streamline the application and certification process, the requirements are at least 1 principal participant of the project team must be a LEED AP with a specialty appropriate for the project. And about the regional priority, this project in Hungary, where USGBC approved the local equivalent is specified. It means a local standard deemed equivalent to the LEED standard by the US Green Building Council through its process for establishing non-US equivalencies in LEED.